way it's gonna work. Now, the newsletter itself is just one vehicle, by the way, I don't get it. Kim, I see yours on board.
Yeah, I brought mine
For some
in because
reason.
we didn't get any here at the town.
But,
We
We deleted all the towns. I mean, the first time we got 10 of them.
right.
This time we got 0.
okay. the
That's
one-
why I brought mine from home.
You got it.
So we had one for reference here.
Gotcha. So, that's the way it should work, and I think Joe mentioned a good point, but, as far as, time, well, the actual articles themselves, we should know the issue as board members, and if we get requested for that, we submit that.
I will say with regard to the board, like submitting ideas and topics and things like that, it needs to be kept very much in the forefront of everyone's mind that there's limited space on a newsletter. We do not have the budget to do 4 11 by 17 two-sided mailings.
We're gonna have to do a bake
We're
sale
doing
to do the
3.
next one.
It was
To
$1,700.
do the fall newsletter and mail it out, we're gonna have to have a bake sale or something. Cause we're left with a budget of less than $1,200.
Okay, but the one that goes, if we still are planning on the tax bill, right, that's.
Correct.
But that is about $500.
Yeah.
And that's 11 by 7, or 8.5 by 11, two-sided.
Well, how do you know what the budget is if you were asking for the invoice for the last?
I got it actually last week. Yeah.
I didn't write them.
What was the starting budget dollar amount?
I believe it was about 2,500. Cause there's the entire town board publication budget was $3,500, but you have to take into account, that's the board of review, that's liquor license notices, that's ordinances, that's, the budget notices, all those things go into that budget, so.
Postings for
Yeah.
postings
How much
for
is
the,
your budget?
Off the top of my head, I don't.
Well, when we
I wanna
do,
say we did 5,000 for the communications committee.
There was
No.
a separate line.
no budget.
No,
Separate.
On the note that Kim wrote, the first newsletter was $1,197.17, and this May's was $1,561.80.
just under
So you
60.
wrote a balance of around $1,200.
Yeah.
Will be left for 2 newsletters.
And we can,
5 for December, that leaves.
700.
700 for
Versus
December.
Which is less than-
1,100 and
That's why we're
1,500.
gonna have to have a big sale.
So
It was over.
or,
I
I
have to
mean,
say,
we
that we might have to.
Or do a budget reallocation resolution.
So my point was just simply, understand that everything that you might feel is important to go in there might not be able to be in there at that newsletter time. Because our goal, when we talked about it after the transition, was the calls that we're getting, that people are, that we get in the office on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and you guys get emails and phone calls all the time too. So I'm not discounting that, but understand that that'll all get weighed when we're putting it together, if that makes sense.
Okay. And then if we're mailing newsletters to everybody in the town, why do we need an electronic version?
So the goal was to reduce the number that we would be mailing and the expense of that. And the next one, we're going to include in the newsletter, if you prefer to get it electronically, please contact us at this email address to remove you from the mailing list and get an electronic
Yeah.
version instead.
We can do that prematurely by using a mail merge for all of the addresses that are current subscribers and ask the current subscribers if they would prefer an email version rather than a written
Okay, was that a
newsletter.
bulk mail?
So we can get it,
Everybody?
So
Bulk
We
mail?
could literally.
We're not
email
doing
all
bulk
those
mailing.
people right now.
Well, everybody in town?
Correct.
No.
No, you're
Just
just.
the
I
first
thought
one.
we were bulk mail.
Which is 300 and something.
What I just heard is you.
So that would be
next
reduced.
newsletter, you put that into. your
Right,
yes,
we
everybody,
could cut it
and you could
ahead of time too,
chop it
to
down.
maybe get the budget a little bit lower before we include that in the newsletter, which
yeah,
could kind of help with budgeting, but it's just.
Is it already uploaded to the website now?
No,
Why not?
I don't have a PDF copy.
We didn't get a copy.
If I
Do we
have,
have
yeah,
one?
I can
Yes.
upload
Or
it.
can we get one?
Yes, that's part of the transition.
Okay.
It was mailed out since the last May meeting, yes.
I got my first
I'm
correspondence
not
last
trying
week,
to
I
cause
did
trouble,
reply
I
to
just asked.
right away, the same day, so, I mean, trying.
Okay, video requirements, for all, should be probably all meetings held in the ticket at town hall. This has been discussed many times. Did you have something in addition to what's been discussed on this?
No, I think it was an open issue.
Open
and
issue,
we were-
okay.
yeah.
That issue already has an answer, and it's the same answer it was 2 years ago. We, as a town, unless we're gonna tell the Lake Beulah Management District and the Potter Lake Protection Rehab District to go away, okay, and there are a bunch of town residents, each one of them, they have to request from us to have this same stream, okay? We do it for, this meeting, we do it for the plan commission, it's supposed to be for communications too, and I think we streamed one, next meeting you had.
We just did an audio recording, it was never audio
Never
recording.
streamed. So, but anyway, what I'm getting at is the outside agencies, even like, I say
We
agencies.
have Potter's Lake, Miramar Property Owners, Shorewood Drive,
Public PIA.
Potter's Lake Active Rehabilitation.
And John's point was well taken, John said, hey, the town residents are paying for this, so if they're paying for this, can't we require it? Well, for the two governing bodies that have their own districts, okay, no, can't. Now, you could say it for Miramar or Shorewood, you said the property association, okay? The point is what can we force, or what do we wanna force, to do, you know, to which ones, so.
So that was, yeah, we were gonna make recommendations and.
That's what was
We-
voted on.
We've had the
Well, we
recommendation.
But that's what was voted on at the meeting.
Want everyone to do it.
No,
No,
that's
John.
why
That's
we
what
had
the
to.
vote at the annual meeting was.
that's
Yeah.
why we had worked,
That you keep
put together
referring
the
to.
list and determine what's applicable or what would be required.
If they don't wanna record, then don't let them use their
Streamline the
facility.
process and-
The heat is on 24/7 in the building. If we charge $10 a meeting to flip the lights on,
I think the charge was more, again, we have to have, you know, one of the webmasters here at that, it's not gonna be start it, walk away, okay? One of those three gotta be here.
No.
Yes.
No.
that's
Well,
not gonna happen.
Eventually,
Well,
not
before-
either
we're
way.
leaving the platform open if one of us walk away from his computer. So then whoever is at that meeting has access to the platform.
You can't
But
get,
anything
So
else
do
they
we
want.
want,
yes,
and that kind of thing.
that's contamination.
Yes, this is gonna need continuing discussion for sure.
That's right.
And I think it also needs to be noted, that, like, the Lake Beulah Management District, they're not getting town money for their management district. They are a separate entity that gets their money directly from the county when taxes are paid.
No,
No,
Well-
wrong answer.
they get from the residents themselves who live in the
Right.
management.
Right,
Pay those
it's a
taxes.
separate assessment, it's not from every taxpayer that is giving money
So
to the
my,
Beulah Management District.
my money on the south side of town is not paying for.
Exactly, so they're not getting town money for their
They're
district.
getting their own money.
Right,
Again,
But that's not what the vote was.
time.
The vote doesn't matter, John. The vote doesn't, I know what you're saying. You're saying the voters said,
Mr.
That was
Chairman,
resolution.
point of order. We're allowing
No, no.
Mr. Stas to participate in the discussion. He has no business doing that.
I'm the only one that's got a
He
camera that
needs to be
works.
quiet.
your running commentary pollutes your.
I may have started that by invoking his name.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jim.
did you finish the comment on that?
I think it needs to be understood that all taxpayer dollars are not going to these districts that they're asking to have meetings streamed for.
Understood. Okay, and that, again, that goes for, Potter's also, the same thing. Jim said maybe more discussion, well, the discussion on this is not, to me, is done until we get a request from goes to independent governing bodies, you know? Unless this board went to say, you guys go away, you're not part of this town, that's ridiculous, you know, so.
Well, that's an option, if someone makes that motion, it's seconded.
The board can decide that, I mean, I have one
Or
vote.
we both can make a motion right now
Extreme.
to either put this matter to rest or to explore the fact that groups that use the town hall, reach out to them and see if they wanna be streamed. If they wanna pay someone to sit here for 2 hours.
There's been some preliminary discussion already.
Who did I meet with that you sent my,
I believe it's, the secretary for the management district, the FEMA management district.
and I think she made it pretty clear that that was not something we were willing to do and that they would go elsewhere for their meetings.
Right.
So,
Right, because they have call-ins, a lot of call-ins.
does that look poor that we're sending our own organizations to the village, to the library or somewhere else, rather than staying in the town that they represent the people, because if they don't wanna stay here.
And I'm not arguing it, but from my hearing, they're not our organizations, because they only,
Well,
they're
right, but I mean,
organizations for
no,
anyone
they're
that's outside.
located
in the
I
town.
understand that,
You know
but
what I
when you
mean?
say our organization, with the point that Gene just made, you know what I'm saying, so just.
All right, and again, just to make it clear, keep hearing about, the motion at the annual meeting. At that same annual meeting, I said, you'll have to ask us, that's on the record.
Well, and that's advisory only, there's no statutory
Correct.
requirement.
Correct, but, the point is that there was a request, so if we get a request, this board will discuss it, and if there's a charge deal, we'll come up with it, and we'll do it. Until we get a request from those two, we're not doing anything, so.
So are you making a motion then to
You wanna come up?
table it, or there's,
I didn't hear a motion.
oh, okay.
Anybody wanna make a motion about video requirements for all meetings held at town hall?
I make a motion that we table the video requirements for all meetings held at town hall until which time somebody approaches us about doing such.
Might wanna be more specific about that.
Until organizations,
Yes.
Organizations that use the town hall approach us about streaming their meeting.
Do we have a second on that motion? I'll second it. Discussion? Hearing none on the motion, roll call vote to, table this deal with video requirements for all meetings held at town hall. Clarkowski, aye.
Church,
Wales,
Mary's eye.
So if it comes up, we'll certainly handle it. All right, we have one more.
Yeah, from the research, we found that most websites have an about section rather than a mission statement or anything like that, so that was one of the things on our action.
Well, we're not doing a mission vision that we already acted on. The only about that's on there now is probably my head, right?
correct.
You know,
That we would,
I did look at other town websites and I did find a couple interesting, about sections that were very historical, they were very interesting. I don't know if
as
something.
far as long-winded or short-winded?
They were probably about a page, yeah, just like a history kind of, it's interesting.
yeah, there were some that specifically said history, there were some that said about and talked about the resources and the parks and things like that. There were some more that
Demographics.
specifically said history and,
Yeah.
so
There was
there's
like
options.
demographics, I thought too, and I don't, the demographics change all the time.
You know, I kind of like what you two did with the logo, why don't you take a stab at that for the board's, approval? Month or two, no rush. Can you do that?
We can do that.
Okay with the board, we have them, take a
Yeah.
walk
Well,
in?
who's the webmaster?
These trees.
Jen.
Oh,
I did
Like
that.
a real
She's
man.
the W.
Chad,
She's
you
the
had
W.
mentioned, Chad, you had mentioned at one time, like a 2050 plan, that, or some plan that had a statement.
The,
Oh, the land use.
the
Yeah,
land use
the
plan
plan.
has, but they're more,
Right, but there might be something to draw from.
kind of dry.
I don't even know what 2050 is.
Right.
So it's more like the.
that's when this meeting's gonna end.
No, I was just talking about.
We're historical society.
Okay,
Okay.
we're on to new business, we already